Question 15th onwards. Question 15 from 5.3. A contract on construction job specifies a penalty for a delay of completion beyond a certain date as follows. So the penalty charged is 200 rupees for the first day, 250 for the second day, 300 for the third day, so on. The penalty for each succeeding day increasing with 50 rupees. What can you say about this list of values? This is the penalty charged for being 1 day late, A1. This is for the second day. Then this is for the third day.
List is an AP.
This list is an AP, and the first term is 200. The common difference is 50. You have to find out how much money does the contractor have to pay if he delayed the work by 30 days. तो एक दिन का वो फर्स्ट डे का 200 पे कर रहा है, एक दिन और लेट होगा तो उसका 250 ऐड हो जाएगा. If he were late by 2 days, then he would have paid 200 plus 250, 450, A1 plus A2. अगर वो 3 दिन लेट होता है तो 200, 250, 300 total of. So if the person is late by 30 days, that means he has to pay an amount of A1, A2 up to A30, which is represented by S30. This is what you have to find. If this is what you have to find out. Tell me if the question is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever you have a real life based question, try to understand whether you have to find out the term of the AP at 10th place at any given place, like from the question, or you have to find out the sum of the terms. Try to understand and then you can proceed. So in this case, the total penalty he will be charged for being late by 30 days. So penalty for first day being late, penalty for the second day being late, so on up to 30th day. It will be represented by S30, which is the sum of 30 terms, first 30 terms of the AP. Let's write this. If you want, you can make a statement in the beginning, or you can directly write down that we have an arithmetic progression with A as this, D as this. I prefer that you just describe it a little. Question number 15. Just a moment. So this is A1. Then for second day, 250 rupees. This will be A2. For third day, it's 300. So on. This is AP. We have an AP with the first term as 100 and the common difference as 50. For delaying the work by 30 days, we will have A1 plus A2 plus so on up to the 30th term, which is S30. Apply the formula and then you can solve.
27750.
Ramandeep. After Ramandeep, I think it's Rashika and Ravgun.
Yes, ma'am.
Sakraj, not present. Rashika, Ravgun. Jia, Jasleen. Next question. This is important. A sum of 700 rupees is to be used to give 7 cash prizes to the students of a school for their overall academic performance. If each prize is 20 rupees less than the preceding prize, find the value of each of the prizes. Anyone? How do we start?
Can assume the first price to be x, and then the next term would be x minus 20.
Right. So we can take the first price as x rupees, then the second price will be x minus 20 rupees. So on, you can write down what will be the value for the 7th price, and then you can write down that the total amount is equal to 700. वो जो 7 prices का separate amount है, they will add up to 700. Any other way? This is actually very simple. ये simple linear equation की तरह आप करोगे. जैसे आप consecutive terms assume करते थे, आपको अगर दिया है कि आपके पास consecutive numbers है और उनका sum 700 है, let us say. So in that case, you just assume the numbers and then write down that sum equals to 700. Solve the equation. Variable की value आ गई तो आपको original जो terms हैं जो आपने assume की थी वो मिल जाएंगी. One way to do it. Any other way?
Excuse me, ma'am, can I?
Yes, Manya.
Ma'am, we will first we will say that Sn is equal to 700,
All right.
D is 20,
Be sure.
and yes, ma'am,
D is positive 20 or negative 20?
minus
20.
Minus 20. And
Ma'am,
what?
फिर रहने दो.
Go ahead. Give it a try. Just सिर्फ ये change होगा ना. आप हमें method बता दो. Calculation मत बताना.
Then n, we will find n.
N is actually
S-
given. N is given.
7.
Okay,
7.
Fine.
Then
So-
with the help of formula S7, we'll find out A.
That's right. Let us say that the first prize is A. So we are doing this with the help of the formula we have for sum of the first 7 terms for an AP. So either way, आप बिना arithmetic progression वाला concept use किए, sum of n terms use किए बिना भी solve कर सकते हो. Just form a linear equation and solve it the way you would normally do, even if you are not aware of what an arithmetic progression is. अगर आपको नहीं भी पता और आपको ये sum दिया हो, आप ये कर सकते हो. And now, since you have the knowledge of arithmetic progression, you can apply this formula and find out the value of the first prize, and then you can find out the 7 terms, first 7 terms. Either way is correct. Fine. It's up to you how you want to do it. Let's quickly write this down. Both will be correct. So either you can do it by let the prices as x minus 20, I think. Saloni, beta, what's the last value?
X minus 120.
X minus 120. And according to question, their sum is equal to 700. This is one way of doing it. Other way is, let us say the first price is A, B is minus 20, and S7. And from here, I think you can find out A. 7 by 2 in the brackets 2A plus 6 multiplied with minus 20 equals to 700. From here, you can find out A. From here, you can find out X.
160.
And then you can find out the amount of the prices. You have to find out the value of each of the prices. So in either case, X comes out to be 120, 160, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
160.
160.
First price will be 160, then second one will be 140, then 120, then 100, then 80, 60, and 40. Done?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Taranpreet.
Ma'am, if we are not letting D as negative 20, like if we are letting prices from the last term, x plus 20,
Smallest.
ma'am, will that work?
Yes, that will work. आपकी values जो आएंगी फिर आपको smallest value मिलेगी price की, then you will get the last one. Reverse AP मिलेगी आपको. Because you're assuming the values from the last, so it will be the values obtained in reverse from the bottom.
Okay, ma'am.
Can we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Next question. In a school, students thought of planting trees in and around the school to reduce air pollution. It was decided that the number of trees that each section of the class will plant will be the same as the class itself in which they are studying. For example, a section of first will plant 1 tree, section of second class will plant 2 trees, and so on till 12th class. There are 3 sections in each class. How many trees will be planted by the students? The total number of trees planted by all the sections of 12 classes, starting from first up to 12th.
Class first will plant 3 plants, and class 2 6, and class third 9 plants.
Right. Class, let us just put it roughly in the form of a table. If we just list down the classes, then we have number of trees planted by each section. It is same as the class itself. तो एक section first class का 1 tree लगाएगा, second class का हर section 2 trees लगाएगा, third class का हर section 3, so on up to 12th. Each section will be planting 12 trees. And what is the number of trees planted by the class? Number of trees planted by 3 sections. So this will be 3. Next will be 6. For this, it will be 9. Then for 12th standard, it will be 36. So these are the values we have for which we want to find out the total. इन वैल्यूज का टोटल चाहिए. वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट A1 plus A2 up to A12. So this is an arithmetic progression.
And we can apply the formula of S is equal to n by 2 by 2 by A plus n minus 1 upon D.
N minus 1 times 2. That's right. Since we have the last term, we can also apply n by 2 into A plus L. That also works either way. You are all now aware what to do. Please write down that this is an arithmetic progression with the first term as 3, the common difference as 3. We need to find out S12. What's the answer?
234.
234.
Okay, tell me if everyone else has completed this.
Excuse me,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Can we also do it this way? We can take the AP of the first 12 natural numbers and multiply it by 3.
Yes. Because each value is being multiplied by 3, you can first find the total for 1 up to 12 and then multiply with 3. It will give you the same answer. I think there is one example also where you generalize the formula to find out the sum of first 10 natural numbers. If I'm not mistaken, there is an example like that. That's also important.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you are aware of that formula, you can simply apply that. Sum of the first 12 natural numbers, apply the formula.
N into n plus 1 by.
N into n plus 1. I don't remember which example it is. It's before this exercise somewhere. Question number 18. A spiral is made up of successive semicircles with centers alternately at A and B. Starting with center A of radii 0.5 centimeters, 1 centimeters, 1.5 centimeters, 2 centimeters as shown. So you can look at the values of the radii here. The values increase by 0.5 like successively. What is the total length of the spiral made up of 13 consecutive semicircles? Take pi as 22 by 7. So in such a question, if you have already taken a look at this, or maybe you have done it already, you could do the work by using pi as such. Simply आप pi as such use कर लो. Last में बिल्कुल जब आपका सारा काम solve हो गया, तब pi की value put कर दो. Or you can use the value of pi in the beginning, wherever it is used, and then you can simplify, whichever way you prefer. It's not with respect to this question, but anywhere where you are using pi, अगर आपको multiple times pi use करना है, तो उसकी value बार बार use करने की बजाय better है उसको pi की तरह ही काम करने दो, चलते जाने दो. Final answer आपके पास आएगा, वहां पे आप pi को replace कर दो by whatever value given to you. Now they have given you a clue also here. आपको अगर spiral की length find out करनी है, made up by 13 consecutive semicircles, the length of these successive semicircles can be represented with L1, L2, L3, L4 with centers AB. Alternate हो रहे हैं centers, पहले बन रहा है center A, तो आपका semicircle बन रहा है ये वाला. इसकी लेंथ जो होगी आप L1 से रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो. उसके बाद सेंटर B से आपके पास जो सेमी सर्कल बन रहा है उसकी लेंथ रिप्रेजेंट की है L2 से. Then you have a semicircle again with center A and the length is L3. Then you have a semicircle at center B with center B and the length is represented by L4. This is how the spiral is formed. You have to find out, अगर इस तरह से हम ड्रॉ करना शुरू करें, 13 सेमी सर्कल्स ड्रॉ कर लें. यहाँ पे अगर 4 ड्रॉ किए हैं, अगर आपको इसकी लेंथ निकालनी है, so sum of, or rather length of the spiral, just by looking at the figure, I'm giving you the example. Length of the spiral formed by 4 consecutive semicircles. अगर आपको टोटल लेंथ फाइंड आउट करनी हो तो L1 आएगा स्टार्टिंग विद द इनर मोस्ट, जो स्मॉलेस्ट आपके पास सेमी सर्कल बन रहा है, उसकी लेंथ प्लस द ग्रीन वन उसकी लेंथ, फिर आपके पास जो रेड वाला सेमी सर्कल है उसकी लेंथ, और जो लास्ट में ब्लू से मार्क किया है मैंने उसकी लेंथ. If you can find out these, you can find out the answer. We have to do up to 13. Question में उन्होंने कहा है 13 semi circles तक आंसर फाइंड आउट करना है. This is what we want to find out. So we are going to first of all check if this forms an AP. L1, L2, L3, L4 up to L13, whether this forms an AP. आप स्टार्टिंग के 3 वैल्यूज निकाल के चेक कर लो, कंसेक्यूटिव डिफरेंसेस जो हैं वो इक्वल हैं. अगर वो इक्वल हैं, then you can apply the formula for S13. Fine. Tell me if the question is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now,
Yes,
in order
ma'am.
to find out the length of the semicircle, this is actually the circumference of the semicircle, excluding the diameter. So, what was the formula? आपने क्या हुआ junior class
Pi r.
pi r. Whole circle के लिए we have 2 pi r. For a semicircle, the perimeter, the length of the curved boundary is given by pi r. Circle के लिए हमारे पास circumference का formula है. So L will be given by pi r. You have the radii for each of these and then you can find out. थोड़ा सा इसमें calculation का काम ज़्यादा होगा, otherwise it's very simple. So take your time when you are working on such a question जिसमें थोड़ा सा आपको extra काम करना पड़ रहा है. Be patient with it. We have question number 18th. Is that right? 0.5 pi. This
Mhm.
will be 1 pi. Sorry, this is 1.5.
1.5.
Third one is 1.5. So this is 1.5 pi. All these will be in centimeters, if I'm not mistaken. And this is A1, this is A2, this is A3. You could also represent here, this is L1. L is the representation we use for length of an arc. So that's why they have used L. You could work with A1, A2, A3 also. So I have represented A1, A2, A3 just to check for consecutive differences. What do you think? A2 minus A1. 0.5 pi. A3 minus A2. Again 0.5 pi. So the differences are equal. We have an AP with A equals to 0.5 pi and the common difference as 0.5. Find out the answer. And afterwards, you can replace pi by 22 by 7 to give your final answer. One pi plus 6 pi, 7 pi. So now you can use 13 by 2 into 7 into 22 by 7 and then solve.
143.
Completed?
No, ma'am, please wait.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, completed.
Anyone with questions? Anyone with any questions? Question number 19. 200 logs are stacked in the following manner. So they have given you a figure here. 20 logs in the bottom row. Then 19 in the next row. 18 logs in the third row. And so on. In how many rows are the 200 logs placed and how many logs are in the topmost row? What do you think is given to us?
Sum of logs.
Sn is equal to 200 and A equals to 20
And A is to 20, B is equals to -1, Sn is equals to
and D
200.
equals to -1.
The number of logs in the first row, the bottom row can be assumed as A1, it's 20. Then the row above it, second row, this can be taken as A2, the number of logs in second row from the bottom. The number of logs in the third row from the bottom can be taken as A3. So let us say there are n rows. Right? Let us say there are n rows. So number of logs in the topmost row is represented by an. And overall, the total number of logs that have been arranged in this way is 200. 200 is the total number of logs arranged in this pattern. So Sn is equal to 200. पहली रो में 20 है, दूसरी में 19 है, लास्ट में जितने भी हैं सभी का टोटल क्या बन रहा है 200 बन रहा है. From the list of values here, looking at the number of logs in the successive rows, you can say that this is an arithmetic progression with the first term as 20 and the common difference as? What's the common difference? Minus.
-1.
-1.
Is 20 and the common difference is -1. Can you find out n from here? फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करोगे n/2 into 2a plus n-1 times d. वहां से आपको n की वैल्यू मिल जाएगी. n फाइंड आउट करने के बाद आपको आंसर मिल गया कि कितनी रोज हैं, कितनी रोज हैं. उसके बाद आपको बताना है जो टॉप मोस्ट रो है an की वैल्यू क्या है. हाउ मेनी लॉग्स आर देयर इन nth row. You have to find out an afterwards. Will you be able to do this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
हो जाएगा ये क्वेश्चन. आई एम गिविंग दिस एज होमवर्क. All right, that will be all. We'll continue the rest of the work tomorrow. Please complete your work up to 19.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
God bless.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.